Welcome once more, dear Nigerians. I'm here again for some very hard discussions. Now, the NDC, a federal high court in Lokoja, has nullified its initial, ruling that NDC should be registered by INEC. In fact, some political parties came together and said that NDC's logo looks like their own logo. And for that reason, INEC should not register NDC. And they went through the court process, and a federal high court sitting in Lokoja ruled in favor of NDC and ordered INEC to register NDC. And INEC did as directed by the court. That was, I think, 10th of December 2025. Now, the Nigerian system states that when a ruling is passed, the opposing team or whatever team it is has about the highest number of days they have is 3 months. That should be 90 days to appeal whatever judgment. And if they don't appeal that judgment, they don't have any other right to appeal the judgment going forward. Now, from December, January, February, March, that lifeline expired in March 2026. These people did not appeal. They didn't come forward to do anything. They did not even ask the court to extend the time for them. They did not do any of that. March passed, April, May, June, 26th of June. June, they started pushing for an overturn of that ruling. And seeing how stupid and low our Nigerian court system has become, they overturn their own ruling. That same federal high court sitting in Lokoja overturned their own ruling that was in favor of NDC and said that the INEC should deregister NDC just because P2B has now moved to NDC and become the presidential, aspirant of the NDC. This is crazy. This is crazy against, the stipulated rule, the well-documented rules of the country. The Nigerian court system, going against its own. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Now, for avoidance of doubt, a lot of persons have been going out on social media and saying that Nnamdi Kanu said that Tinubu will be the last president of Nigeria. I have looked for that video. I did not see. The only video I saw is this place where Nnamdi Kanu is saying that the plan of the Nigerian, cabal is that after Buhari, Tinubu comes in as the next president. After Tinubu, what's his name again? El-Rufai will come in as the next president. They want to maintain a Muslim ticket just to, send the notice to the world that Nigeria is an Islamic nation. But that aside, let me talk about what people have been saying. I give you 3 reasons why I feel that there's possibility of Tinubu being the last president of the nation. Number 1 is, if you look at the current situation, Tinubu being a Yoruba man cannot protect his own people. Somebody is the president of the nation. You are in charge of the security. You control every arm of security in the country, but you cannot protect your own people. There is a problem somewhere. That is why I feel like something can happen. Tinubu can wake up one day and say he wants to divide the nation, and he will get away from this country. It is possible because Tinubu himself had been issued before now, many years ago, even before he became governor of Lagos State. He has said that he does not believe in one Nigeria. So keep that aside. My second point is this. There is possibility that the way Nigeria is going with this deregistration of NDC, if they succeed, that means that P2B will never be in the ballot for 2027 because the Nigerian law, the recent law that they passed, you cannot, move from one political party to another. When the timeline has expired, you cannot move from one political party to another. That means that once NDC is deregistered, P2B and whoever is in NDC cannot move to another political party, and as such, they cannot be in the ballot for 2027, which I think is one of the, plots of the opposition party. If that happens, a revolution can happen. There is possible revolution all around the country, and that will most likely lead to the division of the country. My third reason is this. With the way insecurity and terrorist activity is happening in the north, You have seen that the second in command of ISIS has been killed in northern Nigeria by the United States military. And you have seen that a country like Turkey that has been fingered to be supporting terrorists is now having an alliance with the Nigerian government to come and help in security. A country that has been fingered to support terrorism is now making an alliance with Nigeria to come and strengthen security. What do you think will happen? Now they are not coming into the northern part, they are coming into the coastal line. The coastal line is south, south, and southeast. So what are they planning to do? The south, south, and southeast, that seems to be a region that is against terrorism, a region that is fighting very tenaciously against terrorism. They now want to organize, a legal or well-organized military to be able to fight and conquer that region. Because they have conquered the north, they have conquered the southwest. The only region that is left is the southeast and south-south. The northwest, northeast, north central has been conquered. And so the United States and Israel might decide to come in and discover all they will discover and say, okay, it is time that the only option is to divide the country, and then they would, do that by themselves. So these are the three permutations I'm seeing. These are the three key areas I'm saying that, something can happen. But there's a solution to all of this. I heard TB Joshua making, one of his past prophecies. He made mention of revolution happening, and he specifically pointed Nigeria. He talked about revolution and the division of this country, and he said the only way out is to massively support the youth, find ways to create jobs, find ways to take the youth out of poverty, find ways to improve the living condition of the youth, improve the salary wages of the Nigerian people, provide job opportunities for the people so that this youth will be gainfully employed. And when they are gainfully employed, they can take care of their family and they will not be thinking in that direction. This is the only solution. But what is Tinubu doing currently? You have opportunity. What you are doing is imposing tax, and the tax is choking everybody. Everybody is getting to the limit. You have opportunity to grant, give grants to the Nigerian youth. All you are doing is the NEL fund you have created, you are calling it a loan. I don't know who is advising you. I would advise this NEL fund loan you are giving to university or tertiary institution, students in our tertiary institution, please convert it to grants. Convert that fund to grant. Let it be as a grant. Let the youth know that this is where the government has helped us, because there's no way, there is no place that the Nigerian government is assisting the youth of this nation. Give it as a grant. This is one of my appeal to the Nigerian government and to Mr. President on how to help the youth and try to douse some of these tensions. Let that fund you are giving to, the Nigerian youth, let it be as a grant. Don't give it as a loan. Convert the net fund to grant. Convert it to grant. It will go a long way to speak in your favor. It will go a long way to speak in your favor. If you can't do this, then you are just, moving on the pedestal of destruction, complete dissolution of this country. A lot is happening. The youth are not happy. The young ones are feeling the heat because the elderly ones who are supposed to provide for them, they cannot even feed themselves, not to talk of providing for their young ones. And the elderly are not even left out. Everybody is feeling the heat. Do the needful, or the inevitable happens. Thank you for your attention to this matter. This is just predictions. This is just my thought. This is not what I feel. I don't have any, concrete, whatever. This is just, me speaking out what I feel from the permutations and the things that I have seen going on in this country. It is well with all of us. We are suffering in this country. Mr. President, if you truly love this country and you think you can do something important, help in job creation, improve the living condition of the people, improve the salary. Minimum wage should not be less than 500k in this country. 500,000 naira minimum wage should not be less than that. Nigeria is more than capable of paying minimum wage of 500,000 naira. You can do this, Mr. President. You can do this.